Good morning and welcome to the Riley King Show. It's Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. I'm Riley King, and coming up on today's program, flu deaths rise in New Hampshire. 22 years since the disappearance of Maura Murray, and the case remains unsolved. New Hampshire traffic deaths continue to climb. And police release body camera footage from Brown University shooting response. Also ahead, New Hampshire's Natural and Culture Resource Commissioner resigns amid questions over proposed ICE detention facility. Manchester seeks $20 million more to keep a major South Millyard transportation project on track. And New Hampshire lawmakers debate a bill involving abortion referrals at certain health centers. Plus, a family source corrects the timeline in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The U.S. military targets a vessel linked to terrorist organization off the Pacific coast. A judge blocks California's No Secret Police Act. And family issues a new plea for help in the search of missing woman. Let's get started now. First up, flu deaths rise in New Hampshire. New Hampshire health officials report 42 flu-related deaths so far this season, including 2 children. Last year, the state recorded a total of 85 flu-related deaths, with 1 child among them. The latest state data shows Merrimack County is the only county experiencing very high flu activity. Belknap, Coos, Rockingham, and Sullivan counties are reporting high levels, while the rest of the state is seeing low to moderate flu activity. 22 years since Maura Murray disappearance, still unsolved. Monday marked 22 years since Maura Murray disappeared after crashing her car on Route 112 in North Haverhill on a cold, snowy night. The 21-year-old UMass Amherst nursing student vanished before police arrived, leaving behind her locked vehicle and no clear answer. Investigators have long considered the case suspicious. New Hampshire officials say they're now using newer technology, including facial recognition and LIDAR, in hopes of generating new leads. Murray's family continues to push for answers as the case remains under investigation. New Hampshire traffic deaths climb. Traffic fatalities are continuing to rise across New Hampshire. State data shows traffic deaths increased from 127 in 2022 to 135 in 2024 and 139 in 2025. So far in 2026, 9 people have already died in crashes statewide. Officials say distracted driving, speeding, and impaired driving remain factors. In 2025, nearly a quarter of those killed were not wearing seatbelts. The New Hampshire Department of Transportation hosted a highway safety summit Monday, where a Manchester father shared the story of his 8-year-old son killed by a distracted driver, urging motorists to stay focused behind the wheel. Police release body footage from Brown University shooting. Providence police have released body camera video showing officers responding to the deadly shooting at Brown University Burrs in Holly building. The footage shows officers rushing inside, searching multiple floors for victims and a possible active shooter. Some portions were redacted to protect victim privacy, according to city officials. Police say nearly 4 dozen shell casings were found at the scene, and witnesses reported the suspect had a mask covering the lower part of his face. 2 students were killed and 9 others injured. Authorities later linked the suspect to the killing of an MIT professor before he was found dead in New Hampshire. Police say the final report will be released in the coming months. New Hampshire Natural and Culture Resource Commissioner resigns after ICE facility questions. Sarah Stewart, Commissioner of the New Hampshire Department of Natural and Culture Resources, has resigned at the request of Governor Kelly Ayotte, according to the announcement from the governor's office Monday morning. The resignation comes aimed growing questions over state commissioner and the state communication related to a proposed immigration and custom enforcement detention facility in Merrimack. Documents obtained by ACLU of New Hampshire show federal officials alerted state officials in early January about their interest in a specific warehouse site for the project. And that Commissioner of New Hampshire Culture and Natural, Sarah Stewart, failed to tell Governor Kelly Ayotte. Manchester seeks $20 million more to keep South Millyard project on track. Manchester officials say the city needs an additional $20 million to complete a major transportation improvement project in the South Millyard area. The Rise Manchester Connecting Communities project is designed to upgrade roads and bridges and improve pedestrian access, but city leaders say construction costs have risen from about $30 million in 2021 to nearly $50 million, largely due to inflation and rail accusation fees. Officials plan to ask Aldermen next month to pursue a tax increment financing bond. Without the extra funding, the city could lose $25 million federal grant and may have to reapply $5 million already received. And they would also have to repay as well. New Hampshire lawmakers debate abortion referral bill for health centers. A bill debated Monday at the New Hampshire House would require certain health care providers that refer patients for abortions to also provide referrals to crisis pregnancy centers that oppose the procedure. The proposal would apply to federally qualified health centers that receive state funding and primarily serve low-income residents. Supporters say the measure would prompt informed choice by ensuring women are told about alternatives to abortion. Opponents argued it would force providers to refer patients to centers they say are not medically regulated and could weaken the state's remaining Family Planning Services. Family clarifies timeline in Nancy Guthrie disappearance case. A family source is correcting reports about the timeline surrounding the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The family says Guthrie was not scheduled to appear in person at a church in Tucson, as previously reported. Instead, she was expected to take part in her regular weekly live stream. Authorities have not released new details on the case, and the search for Guthrie continues. U.S. military targets vessel linked to terror group off Pacific coast. The U.S. Southern Command says the military has carried out an operation targeting a vessel off the Pacific coast, believed to be operated by designated terrorist organization. Officials have not released additional details about the location or outcome of the mission. Southern Command says the operation was part of ongoing efforts to counter terrorist activity and protect regional security. Judge blocks California's ice mask law. A federal judge has blocked California from enforcing the No Secret Police Act, a state law that would have required federal immigration agents, including ICE, to remove masks during enforcement operations. Family pleads for help in search for missing woman. Savannah Guthrie has posted a new video message pleading for help in the search for her missing mother. In the video, Guthrie says the family believes her mother is still alive, saying, "We believe our mom is still out there, and we need your help." The message comes as the search continues, and the family is urging anyone with information to contact authorities. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of The Riley King Show. Talk to you all tomorrow. Bye now.